I don't like doing these videos, but I was so moved by another person. A couple of people asked me, and then I saw another video, and it seemed to be doing well. But it was from a woman, so that could be it. At the end of the day, women do triumph over men on most everything that they set their mind to. But what this one lady said seemed to be coming from wisdom. It's coming from one of those women who are not pro-woman. They're pro-reality. And the reality is that women are shooting themselves in the foot. To do what? To accomplish what? To win what? If your daughter completely fails at life, at the end of the day, she can literally go find a man that's making it. If your son fails, even a little bit, that's the end of his life. There's no one he can turn to if you're a broke peasant yourself. And this is the failure of the family in 2018. There's this massive political push to get women, to get women, to get women, to get women to achieve what? And for what? What are they achieving? Even when married women to a good man with her own good job, at best, she buys her own clothes and shops and shops and shops. That is the height that women can achieve in 2018. The best-selling women's book, made by a female CEO, states that a woman, you can have kids and a successful career. And other women literally became unglued and said they cannot have a career and kids. Look at this argument. In 2018, the best woman they could come up with has a job and kid, and that's their huge award. Men build skyscrapers. Men build entire cities. Men build countries. Men put men in space. Men let you talk to someone while walking down the street in something the size of your thumb. In conclusion, the goals and dreams of a man is the universe. The goals and dreams of a woman is family and money to buy whatever she wants, and it better not be that hard, or they'll cry. They don't even want the kids. They simply want power over some man, because now at any opportunity she can squeeze out of a man that spending money. Men build, women destroy. No woman wants to build a legacy. Legacy who? And before you get any ideas that I'm hurt or that I'm bitter about some horrible relationship, let me tell you, I've had 5 serious girlfriends in my life. I never had a bad breakup. We never really broke up. I had to just travel to another country, and I said, well, okay. It was nice while it lasted. You take care. You have fun in life. You're a fantastic person. I must go. My country needs me. I've never, and I still remember all of them fondly, except for a couple of ones. There was one two girlfriends ago that was a little bit bossy, and I don't mean a little bit bossy. I mean, she was like, "We're gonna do this. We're gonna go here. We're gonna do that. Blah blah blah." And she was older than me, which I guess that's where that was coming from. But I was like, "There's nothing here. There's nothing for," and I did walk out of a dinner where I paid my part and walked out. I was like, I don't know what you want. First of all, you cheated on me. We haven't even done anything. So this is definitely not going to work. And this is why I tell men, you better know this woman before you start putting rings on her. You better sit down and ask her the hard questions, and men avoid conflict. As much as women think, oh, men are all violent, men are all blah, blah, blah. No, men avoid conflict because they know the possible outcomes. All of the options that they have are bad. You don't know if you're confronting a fool or if you're confronting Lord Shakaama, who's going to listen to you and weigh the pros and cons of your argument and have a meaningful, deep conversation with you and say, oh, you know what? I may have been wrong. Thank you for enlightening me. Not every man on the planet is like me. Oh, you think I'm bragging? I want you to go confront about 1,000 men. See, don't you get your friggin' face punched in. Then come talk to me and try and have an argument with me. You'll have a wonderful time. Because I'm going to listen to you. This is fire. Fire. That's fire. Okay? Bad. Sit down. Men don't like confrontation. And they don't like confronting their girls because they're afraid that she might not get in bed that night. Oh, I better not say nothing to her. She ain't going to go to bed with me tonight. And if you are dating someone who's like that, you need to drop her. She is a zero. She's nothing. Because no real woman will do that. Huh? All of you married to somebody like that, you need to drop her immediately. If she thinks that's the way to control you, you need to drop her. She's not bringing anything to the table because that's all she has. Why are you supporting her? Because this is, on average, these are the types of women that do that. They don't bring anything to the table. Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. They're just, oh, I'm fine. There is somebody finer. There are 50,000 women who are finer than you. Finer. Better shape. Much better shape. And a shape that would make men fall out. You have nothing. You're nothing special at all. Why am I saying this? Because I've traveled all over the world. I've seen almost everybody. I've seen so many people that I see look like people that I've already seen. I go, oh, there's an Iranian who looks just like you. Are you kidding me? Yes, I'm not joking. There's a Greek guy who looks just like you, but I'm black. Yep, he's black too. Speaks pure Greek. Grew up in Greece. Looks just like you. There's a South American looks like you. I'm not Spanish. You don't have to be Spanish. You're just human. He's human too. And that's probably why I'm so jaded now. Anyway, if your woman is trying to control you with threatening to not get in bed, you need to get rid of her. Just that alone is criteria to get rid of her because she's not bringing anything else to the table because that's what she's holding over your head. That includes wife too. She's nothing. She's probably depressed. She's probably not a good woman. But you need to put your big boy pants on and confront the woman and say, hey, let's talk. And you need to ask her the hard questions. What are those hard questions? The main question is, what do you bring to the table? And if she can't answer that, leave her alone. And if the answer is, my love making is the bomb, tell her, be gone. There's 50 women that will turn you out and make you look like a scrub. This ain't the 50s. Women now give that away like candy. And even when you want them, they want you to thank them for it. So there's no shame in their game, right? You know what I'm talking about? I'm speaking in code so that the algorithm doesn't completely seize the video. Because there is no freedom of speech on YouTube. You can kiss that goodbye. What is your woman doing for you? Is she helping you? You got your goals in order? You know what your family will look like in 50 years? With or without you? Are your grandkids hugging you daily? Because at the end of the day, end of your days, you got to have a legacy of your own. Not no woman's legacy. Because it doesn't exist. Did your wife help you reach that legacy? If not, then you need to drop her now. In most states, the cutoff point is 10 years. You better divorce her before 10 years is up. Because it's going to be a mess. Even if you have kids, it's going to be a worse mess than staying there till 10 years. Because she's got you for life. She can divorce you as the clock strikes 10 and go sit on her butt and collect money from you and have no reason to remarry, ever. Hide your money an entire year before you get that divorce. No child support has ever gone to the child. For all of those women who say, well, that's a deadbeat dad. He don't pay no child support. No child costs $2,000 a month. None. Not a single one. And that money doesn't go to the child. And no one has ever done a study. And they don't want to. Because the women will come after them. So again, if she tells you, let's wait till the kids are 18. Don't fall for that. Divorce right now. There is no guarantee she won't divorce at the clock strikes 10 and ruins you for life. Oh, the kids are not really a question for her. She wants to get what she wants to get. That's the selfishness of a woman. It's a shame that God saw fit to give childbearing and to women. It would have been much better given to men. Why? Because men could be stronger, they could bear the children, they could fight the fights, and the woman would sit around and, I don't know what they would do. Well, we're going to see pretty soon, aren't we? This series that I did on the fully functional female robots, we're going to see pretty soon. As soon as that price comes down, as soon as that comes down, you remember Elon Musk had that, what was it, $250,000 car? And that sat at $250,000 for a long time before he came out with the next car. He tinkered and tinkered and tinkered with that car until he had it down, mastered, no crashes, nothing else wrong with the car. Then he brought out one step down, the S-Class, I believe, the family sedan, 60,000, something like that. And now he's come down from that to a lower family car, but I don't know how much that is. I haven't been keeping up. But that's how it's going to be. I don't think you'll ever get the top of the line female fully functional robot unless you pay the fully functional price tag on that. But you're going to get the S-Class female robot, and you're gonna get and here's the thing. Just to touch on this briefly. All of the companies that are making just dolls right now, they're all scrambling to also make robots for their next generation. Everybody says, I don't know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I research. Now, this lady who gave a speech was saying, if you're not with your man, there's no need for you to be there. If you're not on the team, there's no need for you to be there. And it's funny that a female has to tell another female, if you're just there to argue with somebody, and the only thing that you bring to the table or that you care about in that relationship is hopping in bed, then you need to go somewhere. Go be single somewhere. Because hopping in bed is the industry of those types of women. If you're not bringing anything to the table, if you're not going to be a cheerleader at least for your man, then you need to go. How did I start out this video? I said, if your daughter fails at life, at the very least, she can go marry some guy who's making it. But if your son fails at life, he's a failure. What is that talking about? It's talking about the mothers of these children. It's not talking about the father. Single parent men do fine. They're not broke. They're not poor. Their children aren't poor. The child poverty, it doesn't touch them at all. Now, how is it that you have two adults and one that says she's this, that, and the other, blah, 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 yada, 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 I'm strong, I'm independent, and blah, 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 yada, 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 and she produces just trash, garbage, like a Drake rap song, just straight up garbage. But a single parent father brings up fantastic children. How is that? What's going on? Well, men get paid more. No, men don't get paid more. They don't. It's been against a lot of paid men more since the 60s. So all of you listening to me, except for the super duper old, the 65 plus crowd, who's pretty shockingly a lot of you. I don't know what that's about, but almost all of you listening to me have always been under the law that you cannot pay men more than women. All of this talk that men are paid more than women is a lie. Can I put that any more serious than that? It's a lie. No woman in my lifetime has ever been paid less than a man. Let's go over it. I already gave you the clues all throughout this speech. The best of the best woman, her claim to fame is saying that a woman can have a job and children. What is that saying? That at most you can hope for to have a job and children. Even the brokest man wants to accomplish something in his life because men are wired to accomplish things. Now, there was another woman who gave the flip side of that argument. She said, you can't raise children and have a fantastic career and compete with men doing the same job. Why? Because when that man goes home, and he's making $300,000 a year, when he goes home, he's got a cheerleader at home going, you go, Tommy, go, Tommy, go, Tommy. It's a birthday. Make that $300,000 a year. Come on, let's go. I ran your bath water for you, bubble bath with lavender scent in it to really relax you. I cooked your dinner for you. And she literally said, unless you have a stay-at-home husband, you're not going to compete with men. You can't. And it seems logical, right? How are you going to compete with somebody who has a helpmate at home? So the woman in the video who was giving women advice was saying, you better be a helpmate. Otherwise, get out the way. What are you doing? You're stopping somebody else's dream. You're stopping somebody else's goal. Either you're a part of that dream, you're part of that goal, or get out of the way. And there's too many women in the way. Well, I got to get mine. I got to get mine. No, you don't get it. You get yours when you're by yourself. And she literally said, when you're by yourself, that doesn't mean dragging kids along, because then you're ruining their lives. Because the preponderance of the evidence is shown that single mothers destroy their children. And they've listed about 20 different ways in which single mothers destroy their children. She also said promoting single motherhood is encouraging single motherhood. Well, if I have children, it's okay. I'm going to get paid. I'm going to get paid. I'm going to get paid. What about the children? What do you mean, what about the children? I'm going to get paid. What about the children? What do you mean, what about the children? I'm going to get paid. No, you're going to destroy the children's lives. It would be better if you just straight up gave the children to the man. Oh, he don't want no. Have you asked him? Well, he ain't nothing. No, that's your opinion about him to you. There are single fathers, and they all, almost every single one of them, are successful because a man incorporates any responsibility in his life along with his goals and dreams. In this society that we live in the United States right now, they don't ever allude to that in the stupid commercial where the man looks like he's stupid, where he's falling out the tree, where he's falling off the roof, where he can't fix the car. He can't fix the car? Say what now? When have you seen a woman fix a car? And please don't give me, my Aunt Sally back in Nam, and have you walked into a station and there's been women working on the cars in there? I'm not saying that they cannot, like physically cannot, although they probably physically cannot in some of the aspects. They cannot do it. Why? Because some of the men can't do it. But it's not because of that. It's because women don't want to fix cars. Women don't want to be mechanics. Women don't want to be construction workers. Women don't want to be sewer workers. Women don't want to be welders. Women don't want to be carpenters. Women don't want to be electricians. I was on Twitter and the guy said, it's so sexist that women are not allowed on the football field. I said, you are out of line. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're promoting this stuff. You haven't even stopped and thought about it. And he literally said, the little girls should play football and the high schoolers should play football with the men. And the college girls should play football with the men. It's sexism that they don't play football. I said, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're going to have one of these stupid mothers who's going to listen to you and put her daughter into playing football. The one girl that played in a high school thing or a college thing, she was a punter, and she did what? She sprained her ankle. She made the punt, but she sprained her ankle. The one time in the history of college football, sprained her ankle. What did they say when they did the studies about the women in the military? They said because they are so weaker than men, they are more fragile than men. They get hurt more than men. Something that men take for granted, something that men can shrug off, is devastating to a woman. Why? She is weaker. At some point, somebody's going to wake up and say, you know what? Why have we been listening to these women? And you're going to finally realize that they don't so much care about women as they hate men. So it's how to get over on men more than women. I said women have been paid equal since the 60s. And I even saw a report today that says, Australia's new, was it Australia? Norway passed a law. You can't pay women less than men, or you can't pay men more than women. Well, here's the deal. Although you can't pay women less than men in the United States, they still account for every second that a man works versus when a woman works. Yeah? Women take breaks. Women stop working. Women only work part-time. Anything that you could think about woman and work, most of it deals with not working. They work part-time. They don't even work a full shift. They don't come in every day. And no matter what job it is, they are going to quit. They could be CEO. They could be upper management. Or they could be lower management. They are going to quit. Listen here. Here's how it goes. Woman graduates from high school, goes to college, gets into the STEM field as a super duper scientist. Oh, we need more women scientists. She goes in there, comes out with a BS degree, right? Now, all of the companies are falling over themselves to hire her. Why? I'll tell you why. They get a kickback. Affirmative action is in full effect. They get a kickback from the government because she is a woman. Here is the downside to all of that training, all of that schooling, all of that rigmarole. She quits as soon as she has the first baby. Oh, is she going to have the first baby? Yes. Why? Because women who go to college and get a degree intrinsically understand that they should get married. So I keep making these videos that say the marriage statistics are wrong. The marriage statistics are wrong. The feminists are telling you the wrong thing. The media is telling you the wrong thing. Divorce isn't as big as you think it is. They keep saying, oh, every 3/4 of the divorce. No, that is not true. It's not even close to true. And the more training that she gets, the more likely she is to get married, to the tune of something like 80% with a PhD, if not more, 85%, something like that, with a PhD. So as the woman progresses, she's like, I got to get married. I got to get married. Oh, I really got to get married. Oh, I super duper got to get married because I want to have a kid, and I can't have a kid when I'm 35 because I want the kid to have all of the best genes, and I got the best genes now that I'm 25-year-old right now. So before she leaves school, she's married. Undergrad, master's, PhD. Before she leaves that, she's getting married. And that percentage just increases as she gets more, because she understands also that she brings more to the table than the lower class women. She knows her worth, and she knows that she's not going to get anywhere in life than by herself. At the very least, she can get a man that makes exactly what she makes, and then she can drop out, which is what they do. High pirate lore that works 80 hours a week. Yep, she can do that. First, she can even go all the way till she makes partner and drop out. Why? Because she's now married to a husband that makes $500,000 a year. And that study has been done. And those statistics are available to everybody looking them up. You're either on the team like these women, which has its downsides because that whole not working when you used to bring home $300,000 by yourself, that gets really tough when you're moved into a $10 million home. Remember the book, The Millionaire Next Door? I'm gonna include that in the thing. Please buy my shirts that I've made available to you all. That's at bit.ly/ShackTeespring. I'll put that in the thing too. They'll never do a thing with me. I don't get it. Everybody else is like making millions of dollars. They're selling $300, $400 chairs, and people are buying them right here on YouTube. I can't get you to buy a $10 shirt. I don't get it. Anyway, the millionaire next door. Why is he living next door? Because he lives paycheck to paycheck. Why? More than likely his wife doesn't work, who has just as much education as he does, who made partner, but she didn't go to work anymore. And I read the anonymous letter about the man who said, please go back to work. I can't either. He never said we'll divorce, but he says either we have to move out of this house or you got to go back to work. And you keep spending money as if we were still where you worked. Now we're depending on just my income. I'm telling you, you got to be on the team. Anyway, thank you all for watching.